The alien queen mourned her dead sister after the Galactic War, not knowing a human soldier had saved her. The ashes of the Galactic War still clung to the stars. Planets had been shattered, empires had fallen, and peace was stitched together with fragile threads. On the moon world of Lysatra, beneath towers grown from living crystal, Queen Zelthra of the Varellan Dominion stood alone before a black spire engraved with single name, Sarai of Varellan, lost at Vander's End. The queen didn't weep where others could see, but here, under the violet moons, she allowed a tear to fall. Her younger sister, Sarai, had been everything the galaxy had needed. Hopeful, radiant, daring enough to carry peace into the fire. When Vander burned, so did Sarai. No body had ever been found. "I should have protected you," Zelthra whispered, laying a hand on the cold monument. "I sent you into that war, and now I rule a throne that should have been yours." What she didn't know, what the galaxy didn't know, was that Sarai hadn't died at Vander. She had been saved by a human. Sergeant Liam Caden, a field medic with the Human Interstellar Forces, had been assigned to Vander's front lines during the final battle. He had no love for the Dominion. They had glassed 2 Earth colonies and cost him half his squad. But on the 3rd night of the siege, while digging through the rubble for survivors, he heard it, a faint melodic gasp, a voice. He followed it to a half-buried escape pod, shattered open at the side, and there she was. A woman, alien, with silver-blue skin and delicate markings along her neck. Barely conscious, bleeding badly from a head wound. Liam cursed under his breath. Dominion royalty, by the look of her armor. Still breathing. Still alive. "Just my luck," he muttered. But his hands didn't hesitate. He carried her out, against orders, and dragged her into a hidden supply outpost. "You're supposed to be the enemy," he said aloud as he treated her wound. "But you're bleeding the same as anyone else." She woke 2 days later, delirious. "Where am I?" "Safe," Liam replied, offering her water. "More or less." She stared at him. "You're human, and you're a long way from a throne." She laughed once, weakly. "Good." He blinked. "Good. I never wanted a throne." He learned her name only later. Sarai. They stayed hidden together for weeks, waiting out the chaos. She helped him repair a damaged transponder. He taught her human phrases. They argued about the war, about justice, about mercy. Slowly, that cold distrust melted into something warmer. "You saved me," she said one night, her voice hushed under the starlight. "You would have done the same, right?" he asked. "No," she admitted, "but I would now." When the armistice was signed, Liam helped her arrange a new identity. She didn't want to go back. Not to a court that had used her, not to a war that had taken everything. She chose to vanish, alive but forgotten. "Will you tell my sister I survived?" she asked before boarding a hidden civilian vessel. Liam shook his head. "Not unless you ask me to." She hesitated, then smiled sadly. "Let her mourn. She'll be stronger without me. I know her heart. She won't break. But thank you, Liam, for giving me a life I didn't think I'd have." Years passed. Liam returned to Earth, then drifted through jobs on fringe worlds, always carrying with him a small memory Crystal Sarai had given him. A goodbye, a promise, a hidden truth. He never used it, until he saw the Queen's face on a news stream one day, dedicating a peace academy in her sister's name. The pain in her voice struck him like a punch. He knew then. She had the right to know. Queen Zelthra was surprised when a lone human requested an audience without formal petition, carrying only a single item, a Dominion crystal encoded with Sarai's voice print. Her guards almost turned him away. But when the Queen heard her sister's voice echo through the chamber, gentle, alive, filled with gratitude, she dropped to her knees. "Sarai," she whispered. Liam stood silently as the queen listened. When the message ended, Zelthra looked up at him, eyes wide with disbelief and tears. You saved her. I didn't plan to, but I'm glad I did. Where is she? I don't know, Liam said honestly. She asked me to let her go. Zelthra looked down at the crystal, then closed her hand around it. Then I will honor her wish. But thank you, not just for saving her, but for giving me a second goodbye.